Hello and welcome to Petrichor. This is a general message for the collective, one that we will call the Daily Rain. Let's get to it. In the description box of the video is information on how to book a personal reading with me. Today is September 29th, 2025. Thank you for your patience as I shuffle. If the card doesn't come on out, I don't take it. Ace of Swords, a Tower, Page of Swords, the Five of Cups, and Death. Right away, I hear, I told you so. It took a lot of deliberation, okay, and a decision has been made. And this feels one of those, you're kind of standing on the outside of this situation, okay, and you are looking at it profoundly sad because you saw this coming. You saw this coming and you distance yourself from it because it didn't matter how much you fought for it, how much you advocated, how much you invested time, energy, and effort. It wasn't going to change. The people that this encompasses, they weren't going to change. And it's not an I told you so, like, haha, I told you so. No, this is just a deep, sad, just a deep sadness. Yeah. And you're very removed from it. It's not going to affect you in with regards to where it's going to have any kind of like monetary effect or where it's going to keep you up at night. No. If anything, this is closure because you're removed from this. You're very removed from this situation. Um, you've you set up boundaries. You've healed from this past. You made this decision a long time ago to remove yourself from this because there wasn't any more that you could do to change the outcome that you knew was coming, would eventually come. And so it's just one of those situations where you're like, okay, then I did the right thing. I did the right thing. I distanced myself and I let things play out as however they were meant to be played out. You didn't cause it. You did not cause this tower moment. You should know that. So don't feel guilty. Okay? Don't feel guilty. This, once again, the tower here is in the center of all of this. You saw this coming. This was going to be inevitable. People were given the opportunity to correct. People were given the opportunity, not just by you, but by everything around their lives, okay? And the people and the situations they came across. Somewhere they had to think about the things that they did, what they did, how they did it, and who they did it to, why they did it. They had that opportunities, I should say, plural, because this doesn't happen overnight. This was again and again and again and again, like offense after offense after offense of these things that happen. And so Here you are, right? Here's this tower, and here's this other tower. You walked away, you set up boundaries, and here you are watching this unfold from a distance. And this is what happens. This is the end. Not a literal death, but like it's done. It's done. And it's unfortunate. It is unfortunate because you gave everything. You gave patience. You gave compassion. You gave empathy. You gave of your time and your wisdom and your knowledge and your emotional support for these people and for this situation. I don't get any particular, feeling of what it is, but if it's a family, friendship, work, or anything like that, it just this something had you saw this coming. You saw this coming, and I really must stress to please not feel guilty about this because you did everything you could. And these people were giving opportunity after opportunity after opportunity to correct course, to do the right thing. And for whatever reason, these people, spiritually, emotionally, psychologically, they weren't they weren't there. They didn't see the lesson. They made a choice. They made a choice time and time and time again, which is why this tower happened or is happening or is about to happen, right? That's why this tower is here. That's why this tower is said, that's it. No more. No more. Be thankful for it because it taught you a very hard lesson, a very hard lesson about where your boundaries lay, right? How much effort. Boundaries are there to protect you from these people, but boundaries are also there to protect you from yourself. To keep you. This is as far as I am willing to go. I have already set a delineation of how much effort, time, energy I am going to spend on this particular thing, this particular situation, this particular person. This is that's it. From this line, that's it. And that is there to protect those people, but especially to protect you from yourself. Because you said, I don't want this to happen to me. This is not the way I want people to show up in my life. This is not how I want to be shown love, shown respect. All of these things showed my worth. And so that's there for you to remind you that you said, this is not how I want things to be. So I am not going to accept anything, that is less than. It's it it's painful. It is very painful. But you did more than your due diligence. Remember that you can only give, and that's it. You can't expect any certain type of outcome. Your due diligence, the moment you give your opinion, your support, your advice, whatever, you give it and you're done. What that person or persons do with that, not has you have no control over that. You please do not feel guilty. I know I know that it's going to tear, it's going to tear at your heart to see this happening, but know that it you didn't cause it. You didn't cause it. And you are going to get your closure. You are getting your closure. You're finally able to put put an end to that. And you're no longer here. you are going to put an end to that. It becomes a lesson learned. Your time is precious, and I thank you for tuning in. Come back tomorrow, like and subscribe, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. See you next time.